So we're back again. Thanks for tuning in. This is the second segment on carbon. This segment is simply about how you build carbon in the soil through a foliar application. In the simplest form, and this is going to sound simple, we build carbon with plants and microbes. And it's kind of that simple. The four things that are critical, four steps that are critical, are photosynthesis, resynthesis, exudation, and humification. I want to go through those, one at a time, but I think we all kind of generally understand what photosynthesis is. Neil deGrasse Tyson called it the most important biological process on Earth. The next on the list, resynthesis, is really the metabolites, mostly glucose, that are changed to a wide variety of carbon compounds. Third is exudation, and this is root exudates. Productive plants can exude up to 50, 60% of their energy, their photosynthetic energy, through their roots. Root exudates are sugars, fats, enzymes, and amino acids. So the energy from photosynthesis is sent into the soil. And finally, humification. Humification is a key part of this because if these root exudates are not processed by biology, they'll be lost. They'll oxidize back into the atmosphere as carbon dioxide. So it's important, this final process to go from a root exudate to a carbon requires biology. It requires bacteria to consume the sugars, but it requires fungi really to process the oils and the lipids again and again and again and again. And that's how you get carbon in the soil. It's appropriate to differentiate here between soil organic matter and soil organic carbon. Carbon is the most stable form of organic matter in the soil. So it sounds so simple. Have plants constantly growing, have microbes constantly working, and you can increase the carbon in your soil. So as it relates back to how a foliar application can build carbon, we know that foliar applications can drive productivity, drive yield, drive nutrient density, and at the same time, they can increase that photosynthetic energy. And when we increase that photosynthetic energy, say from a plant that's 30% productive to a plant that's 60% productive, we're doubling the amount of root exudates in the soil. If we're using the right inputs, not a high salt input or not an input that's going to be detrimental to the biological process, and we're using products like CX1, then we can make sure that the microbes are there to do that work that is essential to go from a root exudate to a carbon. So foliar applications that drive productivity increase the root mass of the plants. So to give you an example, what you're really trying to get is this and not this. This and not this. Bigger, stronger root masses mean healthier plants, more mineral uptake, nutrient density, but they're also driving this process of creating carbon in the soil. So this and not this. This and not this. And if we can accomplish the goal of better, healthier, stronger plants, and at the same time increase the root mass, that's going to enhance the work that those microbes are able to accomplish in the soil. So thanks again for tuning in. See you again next time.